Hey, thank you once again, Santos with Optimal Pool Care. By the time you're done with this procedure, we're going to show you how to clean a cartridge Pentair filter. The first thing you always want to do before anything is just make sure you actually turn off the power. From there, other steps before even opening up the filters, you want to make sure the hose has enough pressure. So let's go ahead and check that now. The hose is connected. We go ahead and check, and surely enough, it has plenty of pressure to clean the filter. Finally, you want to set up your working station where you're going to clean your filter. This is a good area. The customer will not complain. This is going to be our working station. We have our cyclone where we put our cartridges here. And then we also have a little setup here where we're going to use just the tools that you need to actually finish the job. Finally, we have a rag to clean the O-rings. We have a rag just to clean our hands, and we have some gloves too. Make sure you always have safety precaution items. Perfect, now let's get going. We already turned off the pump. Also, this procedure should probably take you about 45 minutes max. It shouldn't take no more than that if you do have good pressure and you have everything set up the right way. And this is actually a pretty big filter. This is a 520 filter. So we should be done here in about 45 minutes. Perfect. You want to make sure you release the air relief valve, the pressure. At that point, you want to jump into 7/8 socket with your impact gun. You want to jump into where the clamp is at. Sometimes you actually want to get close to it, and you want to hold it here. Okay. You want to grab your screwdriver. Okay, and then just nice and slow. Right. Awesome. With your Phillip, you want to go ahead and remove the manifold here on the top. You can set it in the ground. Then you want to start grabbing your cartridges. Set them on the side. Set them on the side. You grab your bottom manifold. You also put it on the side. Grab your clamp. Now you want to go ahead and remove the unions. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. If you forget, there you go. And there you go. Awesome. Let's make room. What we want to do is we want to remove the bottom tank. Great. Empty it out. Nice. And we want to proceed by actually just rinsing out the bottom tank first. So you actually grab the bottom tank first. And you start rinsing it out. Okay. Then I'll show you guys here is it has a drain plug right here. You want to make sure when you're actually cleaning the bottom tank too, you actually hit it right where it belongs. And then finally, rinse. Rinse the outside. And we're good to go. Grab it. Okay, you grab it again. At this point, you jump into grabbing your loop. You grab your loop. You still have your gloves on. And you put some loop on the bolt head much. It really, if you add too much, it really does not do anything extra, to be honest. So you just want to wet it. And then finally, it has the bottom manifold. It actually has an O-ring right here too. So you want to make sure you add lube to that one too. Super important. Should help a lot. So you can see, this rag is only used to wipe my hands with the gloves and the tank cartridge. Okay, now you put assemble the bottom tank, and whatever we start, we finish. So we do not move to the next project until we assemble this correctly. So you grab your channel locks and there you go, just hand tight. At this point, you're done with loop. You shouldn't be touching loops anymore. You can, if you want, you can go ahead and remove your gloves. You should be done with them, and then you start rinsing. We're gonna go ahead and prepare for the rinsing process. Your cartridges. Oh, finally, one last step. I almost forgot. You want to have everything ready, set up. Want to rinse this guy first. And there is a trick right here. You want to make sure, if you see this V formation, you want to make sure to line nice and straight with this pipe. You don't want to be here and you don't want to be there. You just want to have that V formation, and you want to align it nice and straight with the pipe. Okay? Nice. So pretty much we're going to take the time and we're going to rinse this 4 cartridges. We'll talk to you later. Great. Some little tricks that you want to do is you want to have a 45 angle, and as you can see, the cyclone right there is going too quick. You don't want it to go too quick. You just want to find the sweet spot where it's still spinning, but it's not going too quick. So, a 45 angle. There you go, nice and slow. Also, one of the things that I like to do too is by the time you're done rinsing the whole thing, just hold it in your hand. Just go give it another task. And we're good to go. We clean all 4 cartridges. Now what we're going to do is we're ready to assemble the cartridges. So you grab one by one. You start on the back side first. Okay. And then you do the front side. Awesome. And then finally you grab your top manifold. You give it a little rinse. It should have been rinsed before, but it's okay. You assemble the top manifold. You grab your hammer. closure of the top tank. At this point, you want to make sure you close the air relief valve because you want to set the gauge where it's pointing towards the technician when he comes to the property. So right now it's in closed position. There you go, and as you can see, this gauge is pointed towards the technician when he comes to the property. So it'll be easy for him to look at the pressure. We do not want to point that gauge towards the back wall at all. Now finally, you grab your clamp, the nuts, and your impact gun. And then you want to go ahead and prepare yourself. So I'll call it this my working station. As you can see, I have everything nice and ready. I grab this end where you put the sleeve here. I grab this end here and I come closer to the filter. I go around the filter, and as you can see, I can hold this side with my knee while I work with the other side. Perfect. Good to go here. Okay. Hammer and you hit the clamp. Go ahead, nice and hard. Give it another extra love. That's about it. Now, the final step is turning on the pump and checking for leaks. At this point, you want to turn this on. Turn on the pump. And then here you have to act, once you clean your filter, this is the only time you can go ahead and calibrate it. So at this point, this pool, when it has filter clean, it runs about 20 psi. So we're good to go. There's no leaks anywhere around. Once you're done and it's priming, you just want to give it just one more tap. That's good. Thank you. That's how you clean a filter and the proper steps to follow. Have a good day.